Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 30-Day Redemption, day 17. Today, we're doing another body segment on this mind, body, and spirit journey. And today's topic is strengthening your immune system with things you have at home. And we have a special guest, Dawn Fitch of Puka Pure and Simple. And she's going to show us things that we need to know about strengthening our immune system, especially at a time like this where there's so many attacks on our immune system, COVID-19, stress, high blood pressure, etc. So Dawn is going to take us on a journey. So make sure you have your notes, make sure you have your pen, and try to gather as much information as possible. And towards the end, we'll leave a Q&A so you can have any questions you may have to be answered. Our disclaimer: the opinions expressed in this presentation are those of the presenter. They do not purport to reflect the opinions or views of the 30-Day Redemption or its members, officers, staff, partners, or advertisers. So we're going to get Dawn in. She can fire up her screen and take us on this journey. And we look forward to talking with you all at the end for any questions and answers. Dawn, make sure you unmute and go ahead and fire your screen up so we can see you.
Hello.
Hey, okay, there you go.
Wait a minute, I can't see. Okay. Hello, how are you?
Doing well, doing well.
Good. I'm excited.
We are too. I'm about to go in my cupboard and see what type of
Oh,
what do
yeah,
we have.
you'll find a lot of wonderful treats in there. So I'm gonna jump right in and get started because I have a lot of good stuff for you guys. Okay. My name is Dawn Fitch, and my company is Puka Pure and Simple. It's a natural bath and body company. I started in my kitchen, not this exact kitchen, but in my kitchen, roughly 20 years ago. So I like to tell people I started when I was 2, because 20 years is a long time, but it's a good blessing, and we're happy. And I actually started the business because I had gotten sick, and just running on E, going into the city. I was working in the city and just started feeling really run down, and went to the doctor, and they sent me home. They're like, "Oh, you're good, you're healthy." So that started a 5-year journey of trying to figure out what was actually wrong with me, because I didn't feel good. I was like, "You're sending me home, but I don't feel good." So I started digging into just natural products and natural healing and food and things like that. And I really dug into my body products because I was a avid Bath and Body Works and all those things, slathering things on my skin. And your skin is your largest organ. So what you put on it is going into your system. So at this point, I said, all right, I want to feel better. I'm cleaning out my diet. Let me clean out, anything I put on my skin. And I just started making natural products. And from there, such a blessing. The products, I started to sell the products, and that's pretty much how the business developed. Then I'd say 8 to 10 years later, I was actually diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. So our business was sort of built on, it followed my health journey, because I started making things to make me feel better and things that I knew that would make other people feel better. But sometimes I would just have to open up my cabinet and find out what I had in there and try to find some things that, there's so many things right here in the earth that are just really, really good for you. So I say that Puka is a journey that follows my health journey. And I always like to come back and share. We do workshops with girls, and we do workshops with women and Girl Scouts, teaching them how to open up your cabinets, be a little more natural and entrepreneurial. So actually, I wanted to share some things with you today in the wake of this COVID. And I know people are so sick of hearing that word COVID, but this is just ways to boost your immune system. A lot of people are still stay at home. Some people are actually venturing out. Either way, I read a great article on CNN, and it talked about that possibly this could actually come back in the fall or spike up in the fall. And the only thing they said in the article was the things that can help you are to try to get healthy. And I was like, well, that's pretty random. That's pretty big. But as I realized, I was like, well, that's all we can do. Like, we don't know how to fight this thing, but what we can do is boost up our immune system. So I put together just a lot of little things that I can do at home, that you can do at home. Open up your cabinets to get some immune boosting going every day. So we're going to start with some essential oils, just very, very simple essential oils. For those of you that don't use essential oils or haven't used essential oils or dug into aromatherapy, Aromatherapy is the study of essential oils, and essential oils are anything natural that comes from a plant, a twig, a leaf, a tree. They expel the natural oil out and get all of the vitamins and minerals and properties of that oil. The thing of it is, these oils are very, I don't want to say toxic, they're very strong. So they're very concentrated. So you don't want to put them directly on your skin. There are only 3 essential oils that you can put directly on your skin. And these are the ones I say keep in your house for the fall. I mean, not just for, you know, the fall or anything that we're going through, but just you want to keep them in your house because they are so beneficial in many different ways. So the 3 of them are lavender, tea tree, chamomile. Those 3 you can put directly on your skin. So I'm going to start with lavender. And usually you'll get lavender in a small bottle like this. It goes with the crops. So lavender right now, a bottle like this is probably going for $8 or $9. But lavender has so many benefits. And since it's part of our TLC, we can put lavender right on us. So what I like to do is just a lavender mini relax. 1 drop of lavender just helps to relax, helps to bring down the blood pressure. It's very soothing, very relaxing. We have a lot of anxiety staying at home. So lavender is something that's really good to have in your home. Other things you can do with lavender. You can take lavender, put a drop of lavender on your pillow. Lavender will help you sleep. Like I said, it's very relaxing. You can put it in your bag. I also take lavender and I put a drop or 2 in my dryer when I'm drying my clothes, so that when I put my linen on, when I put my clothes on, I'm always getting a little bit of a lavender boost. But another thing, mosquitoes hate lavender. So you can take a strip, I usually put a strip on the side of my bed, couple drops of lavender on it. Mosquitoes can't stand lavender. Burn yourself. Now, if you burn yourself, you can take a couple of drops of lavender, put it on there, and it won't bubble. Now, wait a minute. If you burn yourself a real burn, you go to the hospital. You're not going to say Dawn said put some lavender on it. But if you have a regular household burn, a couple of drops of lavender, because lavender is antibacterial, so it'll help it from getting infected, and it'll help it to heal without bubbling. And also tension headaches. Lavender is amazing for tension headaches. So you can take lavender, a couple of drops behind your neck, on your temples here, because what's happening with the tension headaches is those blood vessels are constricting. Lavender helps to relax them, get the blood flowing, and sometimes that will help to take down your headache. So 1 bottle of lavender, although it's $8.99, you're using like 1 or 2 drops, so many benefits for your house. So this is part of my emergency kit that I always have in my bathroom is lavender. Now there are different ways you can use your essential oils. You can put them on topically for the benefits that it'll give to your skin, like lavender, like I said, antibacterial, soothing, healing, or you can inhale them, because lavender essential oils break the blood-brain barrier, which means they go into your bloodstream, they go into your brain, and they help to affect mood. So you can actually have a diffuser in the house, which I love having my diffuser going, to burn some different essential oils, to diffuse different essential oils to help the mood in the house, which is going to lead us into the second essential oil that's really helpful during this time for your immune system. Orange essential oil. 1, it's great for the skin because it's packed with vitamin C. Orange essential oil comes from the rind of the orange. That's where they expel the essential oil. But orange essential oil for the mood is great for depression. So orange is a great lift. So you want to burn orange. If somebody in the home or somebody in your home is just not feeling well, feeling a little down, you know, their spirit is a little down, orange essential oil is great to burn for depression. Now, I try to do things so that if people have things in their house, maybe you don't have a diffuser and you don't have orange essential oil. So I got a fix for that. If you don't, now the same thing that the essential oils come from, which are the rind of the orange. If you're in the home, maybe you're staying in place, and you don't have orange essential oil, this is a great way to get those mood boosters. You can cut up some oranges. So I cut up, maybe that's 2 oranges. I added some clove and just 3 sticks of cinnamon. This is something like my mom and my grandma used to do when we were little, but it's really beneficial. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this and you're just gonna put this on the stove to simmer. So you wanna put your stove on low, maybe for, just to get a low boil in the simmer, and then you leave that on all day. That will infuse the scent of oranges throughout your home, giving it the same benefit as diffusing orange essential oil. So there are lots of ways to get our essential oils and our benefits and things, like I said, from foods and things we have in our house. And it actually makes your house smell like Thanksgiving, so it's very, very nice. But just the burning of those orange essential oil, the steaming of that wafts through the house. Everybody in the house is gonna get a little boost. It's a little boost of vitamin C, but it also is a mood lifter. So orange essential oil, another one of my favorites to have in your medicine cabinet. Third one. Now they say, and I am not quoting because again, I'm not a doctor, this one is eucalyptus. Now there have been some reports that eucalyptus is helpful in the fight of COVID. I can't make any claims, but eucalyptus is wonderful, so why not just add it? What's great about eucalyptus? It's great for respiratory distress. A lot of the things that are on the market are sort of made from natural ideas and natural recipes. Like eucalyptus, thyme, mix that together in a coconut oil. That's Vicks Vapor Rub, a natural version. So I love to have eucalyptus in my house for respiratory. If I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling like I'm getting a cold, chest cold, or if you have inflammation, you want to take this. And if you don't use your essential oils, remember we have our 3 that are tea tree, lavender, chamomile that you can put directly on your skin. The other ones you can't put directly on your skin, you have to put them in a base oil. But a base oil is anything that you already have in your house. You can use olive oil, avocado oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, vegetable oil. You want to put maybe 10 drops to 1 ounce of base oil. So if you're home and you feel like, you're getting a cough, you're getting some congestion, you might want to take 1 ounce of any base oil you have, 5 to 10 drops of eucalyptus, right on your chest, right on your back. It'll help to break up that mucus. So I think that's a really beneficial, helpful thing. Plus I always put eucalyptus in my diffuser. Now for me, I love it for the skin. One, I like to just inhale because it's helping with the respiration. But then I give myself a little, I do this usually in the bath, I'm not in my kitchen. But I give myself just a little facial steam, open the pores, a little eucalyptus, great for beauty, great for fine lines. So everything's multi-purpose. And if you don't have a diffuser, because this is all about using what you have, if you don't have a diffuser, we're gonna go back to our old tried and true method. In the bathroom, we're gonna just go into the bathroom, hot water in the sink, couple of drops of the eucalyptus, put a towel right over. So you don't have to have a diffuser. If you don't have orange essential oil, there are fixes for everything. Everything really that's created in nature sort of comes out of or is in your refrigerator at some point. So you can use eucalyptus for respiration. You can use it a little bit for beauty. If you don't have a diffuser, definitely in the bathroom, just fill up your sink, hot water, towel. It's a beautiful thing. So that's our essential oils. And I mean, there are a lot more that we could go into, but I wanted to give you something manageable just to start with I like to call this like our fall kit, our fall health kit. So you want to get a couple of different essential oils to put in there. I would start with lavender. I would start with eucalyptus, orange, and another great essential oil is peppermint essential oil. Peppermint is great for the sinuses, also great for headaches, muscle aches. So you can take some peppermint oil, put in 1 ounce of your base oil, rub it on your back. Anywhere you might have muscle aches, sore muscles, tension, can go right in your bath. But you can also give yourself an aroma shower, which I love to do as part of my self-care routine. In the shower, you take a couple of drops of your essential oil, especially if you mix peppermint and eucalyptus, amazing. Right on the shower floor. 2 drops on the shower floor. When that hot water and steam hits, it just comes up, turns your whole bathroom into an aroma spa. That's an easy way to bring the spa at home with just a couple of essential oils in your shower. So that's our aromatherapy. We're gonna use some of these essential oils back again. But I wanted to talk about something else, which I like to mix things that, 1, are good for you, but 2, are multi-purpose and help to save you a little money, because we're all trying to save a little money. Something that I love, that's part of my whole beauty routine, health routine, olive oil. This is the same olive oil that we cook with, guys. This is extra virgin organic olive oil. Olive oil is a wonderful oil for the skin. It's a great skin balancing oil. So olive oil, if your skin is too oily, it helps to dry it out. If it's too dry, it helps to add it in. So I use olive oil for so many things. When I get my new bottle of olive oil, I take it, I leave it in the kitchen. But first, I open it up, and I have a bottle of a pump, and I pour my olive oil right into my pump. This goes in my bathroom. So I'm gonna tell you what you can do, all the things you can do with this olive oil in the bathroom. And a lot of these are immune busters in different ways as well. So with the olive oil, since it is a great skin balancing oil, I sometimes will add 1 to 2 drops of lavender essential oil right into my olive oil. I leave this in the bathroom, a couple of pumps. This is a great makeup remover, ladies. Wonderful to take off your makeup, takes it off completely, leaves your skin with vitamins A, C, and E, which are in the olive oil. It's amazing as a makeup remover. So I'll use this as a whole makeup remover, then take a warm washcloth, towel dry, pat, couple more drops. That's my moisturizer. That's it. If you take a look at your makeup remover, turn it over. It's about 35 chemicals just to take off your makeup. You don't need that. You don't need it. So olive oil is wonderful for that. Now, another great thing with olive oil in your bath, it's great to shave with. So olive oil makes an amazing shave oil because it's a heavier oil. So olive oil in the shower, put it on my legs, shave with it. One, it takes everything off. It protects your skin from nicks or anything like that. It's also antibacterial because we put some lavender in there. And your skin is soothed. It's beautiful after. So you towel dry, your skin is beautifully soft. So now you're cooking in your fantastic olive oil. You're taking off your makeup and you're shaving with it. There's so much that you can do with your olive oil, and it's a great, great oil for you. Now, another thing, the lymphatic system and helping to drain and cleanse the lymphatic system, keeping it stimulated is great for the immune system. So you can use your olive oil, same olive oil, and make a really great body scrub. You're in the house, you can create your own scrub. So I'm using just regular sugar. This is organic cane sugar. You're gonna take your olive oil, I'm gonna use it from I'll use it from this bottle, from the bath bottle. You want this to be the consistency of wet sand. Hopefully you can see this. So you're just gonna pour some olive oil. Now, this olive oil has the lavender. So now you're making a lavender body scrub. You want it to be the consistency of wet sand. So I'm gonna pour a little bit more in here. And you only make as much as you're gonna use. You don't need to store it since you're making this at home. You can always make a fresh batch every time you wanna use it. I have a lot in here, so I guess I'll be using that this week. But that's it, very, very simple. So now you've got olive oil, organic cane sugar, and lavender. And you've just made a really quick body scrub. And when you're in the shower, so you wanna lather up, you wanna step away from the shower, you take a scoop of your body scrub, entire body, rinse, towel dry. But what you're doing when you do that is you're increasing your circulation because you're stimulating that lymphatic system. So that in itself is great for the immune system. As well as, since we're in the body area, dry skin brushing. Dry skin brushing is also, it's the same thing along the lines of the scrub, but what you do with dry skin brushing is before you get into the shower, before the water hits you, you take your brush, natural bristle brush, and you go over your entire body. You wanna brush up towards the heart in large strokes. This helps to stimulate the lymphatic system, which actually helps to increase immunity. So it's a great immune booster, but it also takes away dead skin and it's great for circulation. So this is the spa portion of how you can help to stimulate your immune system by things that you have at home. So if you don't have a brush, you can get these brushes basically from the dollar store. You want to use like a nice natural bristle brush, but every day. And everything that I'm sharing with you, Google it, look it up. You know what I mean? There's a lot of information, there's a lot more information about it. But skin brushing is a great way to boost the immune system. So now we've got our lavender, we've got our orange. So we're boosting our immune system, we're lifting up our mood. We're using our olive oil, and we are making some natural body scrubs, and we are taking off our makeup, and we're shaving. So now we're sort of out of the bath and body area, and we're gonna move over to some food and some things that you can help in your house. Now, I am not a cook. I feel bad saying it, but I'm not. So I always tell people, when you come to my house, you are probably not gonna get any food, but you're gonna be moisturized. How about that? So I always go to my mom's house and I see what herbs and spices and things she has, and I buy them and I put them in my house. They usually wind up sitting there. But there are a couple of great herbs that you can make teas out of at home. You probably already have these sitting in your cabinet. First one is bay leaves. Bay leaves. Now what you want to do with bay leaves is you want to boil some water. You want to put the bay leaves in the water, just like you're making tea. You want to let it simmer at least 20 minutes, pour it off, add some honey, and you're going to drink some bay leaf tea. Bay leaf is great to boost the immune system. It has wonderful properties. It's great for the lymphatic system. I'm sorry, I'm spilling these all over the place. And it has linalool, which guards against stress, which helps the immune system. So drinking bay leaf tea is a wonderful immune booster. So this is something, if you're going for regular tea, you're really working on it. And the way to boost the immune system is to do lots of little things that are helping, you know? So the next one, which is a favorite of mine, is thyme tea. One, thyme smells amazing. It's great, it's high in vitamin C. It's great if you feel a cold coming on, but it really is great to boost the immune system. So the same way you did with your bay leaf, maybe you don't want to have bay leaf tea every day, but you can boil some water, put your fresh thyme in there, and just let that simmer down for 20 minutes, add honey. This tastes amazing. So all of these little things that you're doing, you're using your essential oils, your skin brushing, you're having some thyme tea, maybe some bay leaf tea, all these things help to boost the immune system. So I like to look at baby steps and a lot of little pieces of things you can do that will help you. You're not going to do everything on here, but if you remember a couple of different things, every little thing you do can help. So open up your open up your kitchen cabinets and look at the herbs you have. Bay leaf and thyme are really, really great for boosting your immune system. So now maybe these will be your new morning teas, and they really taste good. The thyme tea I love. Bay leaf, so much, but it's not as the thyme tea is a little better to me tasting than the bay leaf, but their properties are really, really great. All right, what else do we have in our kitchen here? You hear this a lot. Apple cider vinegar, probiotics. This is great to get in your system. One, apple cider vinegar has a lot of vitamin C, but probiotics are great for the gut. Now, they say a lot of disease comes from the gut. Our gut has good and bad bacteria. We need that good bacteria. It's always depleted though because of things we eat, the way our digestive system works. And apple cider vinegar is a probiotic, so this is the good bacteria. So when you take apple cider vinegar, it gets in there and it helps to fight off the bad bacteria. And it's a great overall tonic. So I love taking apple cider vinegar every day. I either take it in a spoonful or usually I make a morning tonic and I drink that. So in the morning, I will squeeze half a lemon. I'll put a packet of vitamin C and I put 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and I let that boil. And then I add a little honey to that. That's it. That's your apple cider vinegar tonic for the morning. A lot of these things are very small, tiny little things you can do during the day. Now, I don't think you're gonna have your apple cider vinegar, you're gonna have your thyme tea, your bay leaf. You're not having all this stuff in one day, but you switch it up. Now that you're more aware of what you can have, you see what one works for you. So I'm a tea drinker, but I usually drink my teas at night. So this I'll have in the morning or during the day. I try to have my apple cider vinegar for those probiotics every day. So apple cider vinegar, add a pack of vitamin C and some lemon, great immune booster, and it's great to fight off colds and just regular flus. Now, what you're gonna add to all of these things to sweeten it up is a little honey. You can see how bad my honey container looks because I'm always killing my honey. Honey is amazing for beauty, for immune system, for health. There's a lot of great things for honey. Now, they always tell you to eat raw local honey. And just in case you don't know why they tell you to have raw local honey, you want to have raw local honey because most of people's allergies are to their local environment, their local flowers. So local bees pollinate local flowers. So when you have local honey, it helps build up immunity to local allergies. So this is why they tell you to have raw local honey. Plus, it's usually farm made, so it's helping to support the farmers. So honey, which is a natural humectant for your skin, it draws moisture from the air. It has so many wonderful properties. It's antibacterial, it's antiviral, but I'm gonna tell you one of the great things about honey. Now, whenever you're sick, they tell you, okay, take some honey and have some tea and put some honey in it. That's because honey is very antibacterial. But I can tell you, if you get a sore throat, the minute I feel a sore throat, you wanna take, I'm not gonna do it now, I really would love to. You're gonna take a half a teaspoon of honey and just swallow it. And this is the key. You're gonna put your throat back and you're gonna try to let that honey slide down your throat without actually swallowing. It is gonna be hard, but let me tell you what that does. That honey coats your throat. And just like we said, honey is antibacterial. So if you have a sore throat, which is bacteria in the throat, and you take some honey like that and you let it go down your throat, I'm telling you, you will instantly feel a difference. I'm not gonna say it's cured, but I feel it instantly. And then I do that every day, in the morning and the evening. Honey is wonderful as an antibacterial. So yes, you can put it in your teas and things like that, and that's great. But if you want a direct hit to that sore throat, you're gonna wanna swallow the honey and just let it slide down your throat and let all those wonderful antibacterial properties kill off the bacteria in your throat. Another great thing that you can do with honey, which I'm gonna put some in here. You're gonna take some honey, probably just a teaspoon is enough. Teaspoon of honey. We are going to add not even a full teaspoon, just a couple of drops of our olive oil. And then if you don't have essential oils, don't worry about it. If you do, I'm gonna add 2 drops of lavender essential oil. You can even add orange, lavender and, you know what, let's do it. Let's add some orange. We're gonna add some orange. We're gonna add lavender and orange essential oil. So 2 drops. So this is just raw local honey, lavender essential oil, and olive oil. This is a natural face mask. Your skin will glow after this honey face mask. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna cleanse your face. You're gonna take your honey, put it over your entire face, and let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. As I said, honey is a natural humectant. So it draws moisture from the air and it traps it into your skin. So when you take this off after 20 minutes and you rinse it, your skin is dewy, it's moisturized, it's a wonderful treatment for the skin. And you probably only really need to do this for 1 week. So now our honey, which is great in our teas, great in our apple cider vinegar, we've made a great face mask out of it. And if we get a sore throat, this is our go-to. So this is all the things that we can do with our honey. All right, so what do we have next for building the immune system? Oh, I have something really good for you. Our smoothies. I am a smoothie queen. I love smoothies, but I'm gonna tell you why. Because one, yeah, they taste good, but the things that you could do with your smoothie, I always make a 4-part smoothie every day. Something green. Now, a lot of people, when they choose this greens for this smoothie, like, all right, I'll have spinach or kale. You can put anything for the green part of your smoothie. I've done Brussels sprouts. I've done green beans, kale, spinach, anything. I've done, basically, I've done anything green. Anything green, you're gonna get all of those wonderful vitamins and minerals from it. Then you're gonna add a banana. If you, because I like the potassium, if you don't want so much sugar, you can add a half an avocado because it's gonna make your smoothie nice and rich, vitamin E, wonderful for you, and it'll cut down the sugar of the banana. But I like, in my 4 parts, I like to do my green, I like to do my banana, and then I don't do dairy, so I usually do an almond milk. You can do an almond or a rice milk, and then I do some kind of citrus fruit, like I'll do pineapple or mango. 4 parts, very simple, 4 even parts. But what I do is every morning after I add those things in, I power my smoothie up. And this is actually a great thing to do. This is a great way to get all of those things into the smoothie, but into your system. So I will add apple cider vinegar. I will add sea moss, which we'll talk a little bit about sea moss because that's really great for the immune system. I will add turmeric. Turmeric is, everybody's on the turmeric bandwagon because it's amazing. Turmeric is great for inflammation. It's also great for the immune system. Now, a lot of people don't know that turmeric it's hard for your body to absorb turmeric. So you wanna, whenever you're taking turmeric, you also wanna take black pepper. You don't have to take a lot, just 1 little squeeze of black pepper with maybe half a teaspoon of turmeric, but this helps to carry the turmeric in your system. So now in my smoothie, I'm putting black pepper, I'm putting turmeric, I'm putting apple cider vinegar, I'm putting sea moss, I'm putting elderberry syrup, I put vitamin C. I put so much stuff in this smoothie every day because I'm powering it up. Once I put it on my NutriBullet and I'm done and I drink it, I'm done for the day. Even if I go off the rails and eat horrible things or do horrible things, I know that I've been fortified from the morning. And you can do this for your kids. You can do this for people that it's hard to get vitamins or things inside. All you're gonna taste is your banana and the fruit. So I like to hide a whole bunch of stuff and get this out of the way so that I'm fortified for the day. So smoothies are a great way to fortify yourself. And everybody you can use anything in your house, in your freezer, to fortify those smoothies. Now you're gonna wanna find out things that maybe specifically you need, that you wanna, for your health, that you're working on. These things are pretty much general. So I mean, turmeric, everybody can take because like I said, it's inflammation, it's the immune system. We talked about the probiotics of apple cider vinegar. I'll throw a packet of vitamin C in there, also great for the immune system. You can add some honey in there. This is usually sweet enough with these 4 parts, and the sea moss, which we're gonna go into later. So another big part of building our immune system is getting our morning smoothie in it and fortifying it. All right, what else do we have? Okay, now, let me see if I can actually make this for you guys. I hope my host and hostess will feel free to cut me off because I could just go on forever. I talk a lot. One of the biggest things you hear about now is ginger shots. Everybody's taking ginger shots. They're great for inflammation. They soothe the digestive system, but they also build up immunity. But a lot of people wait to go to the health food store or the smoothie shop so that they can make ginger shots. You can make ginger shots at home. So I was looking for a recipe and a woman told me like, well, if you don't have a juicer, you can't make ginger shots. Oh, yes, I can. So this is a great way to make ginger shots without having a juicer, okay? And like I said, ginger shots, I take a ginger shot every day. Ginger shots by me, at the shop by me, are $5 a shot. No, I can do that myself. So we're gonna take lemon juice. Start with a 1/4 cup. I squeeze a 1/4 cup of lemon juice right into my NutriBullet. You are gonna have to have a NutriBullet or a blender or something like that. Then coconut water, and I put the seeds in as well. Coconut water, 1/4 cup of coconut water, right with the lemon water. And then just a 1/4 cup of ginger. Now I, with the ginger, leave the skin on. If I buy organic, certain things, if I buy organic, I will leave the skin on, like your potatoes and things. If you buy organic, you can leave the skin on because there are a lot of nutrients in the skin. So I'll leave the skin on here. I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of fresh ginger right into there. Now you can also power this up. I'll show you how after. I'm gonna put this NutriBullet on for 2 seconds. So just hang on there with me. I'm gonna show you how to actually make a really great ginger shot. It'll be quick. Oh, I should plug it in a minute. All right. Probably can let it go a little bit longer than that. Let me take the top off. Now the only thing you are gonna need, you don't have to have a juicer, but you are gonna have to have some cheesecloth. The cheesecloth is very cheap and you can find it everywhere. So once you do that, you wanna strain this. Right through your cheesecloth. And that's your ginger shots. I cleaned my hands, guys. I did. I'm just gonna squeeze my ginger shots out. And that's it. You can take now for me, I take my, anything extra, I'm gonna tell you guys about this too. I compost at home, but I have a composting service. It's a really great company, local company, small Black business, and they come and pick up your composting and your food. So I don't waste any food anymore. So that goes in there. And that is it. Then you find a nice container. They say you should take maybe 1 ounce of ginger a day. So I pour this right in here. And you've got ginger shots that were $5 a shot. You don't need a juicer, you just need that cheesecloth. Now what I like to do is I will add a little bit of elderberry syrup to my ginger shots, or you don't even have to add elderberry syrup. But you have your ginger shots and you can take 1 ounce of ginger a day, helps to build immunity, fight off colds, and soothes digestion. Okay, let's see what else we got here, guys. I think our last thing, well, one of the other things, I have a good friend and her uncle is a heart surgeon. And he said, with all this COVID, what we really need to pile up on is vitamin D3. So that may be something that you want to get in your medicine cabinet. You can get vitamin D3 usually from the sun, but if we're sheltered in place and we're not getting as much and we need a lot because vitamin D definitely builds the immune system, you might want to take a vitamin D tablet. If you don't have vitamin D tablets at home, your eggs, if you eat eggs, your salmon, sardines, very high in vitamin D. So whatever foods, we're going to look up foods that are high in vitamin D. We need to get a lot of vitamin D in our system to fortify our immune system for the fall and just for life. Vitamin D is wonderful for that. And then our very last thing that we're going to talk about today, which is probably not something that you would normally have in your house, is sea moss gel. Sea moss gel is super powerful. Sea moss actually comes from the ocean. It is a seaweed. It's, you know, that white seaweed that you always see floating around when you go to the islands. Sea moss is amazing. It's like a superfood. Our bodies naturally make 102 minerals, but they're always depleted because of the way we eat, our environment, toxicity. Sea moss has 92 of the vitamins that our body makes naturally. That in itself is amazing. So I take 2 tablespoons of sea moss every day. But sea moss has, besides the vitamins and the minerals, it helps with immunity. It helps to, it has natural omega-3s. There's so many things in your sea moss that this is a superfood. Now, sea moss is something that you're gonna have to look up for yourself though, because there are different stipulations. Like if you are on blood thinners, you should not take sea moss. So you have to look it up, read more about it, and see if you think it's a good fit for you. The wonderful thing about sea moss, besides the fact that all the vitamins and minerals, immune boosting, and what else does it? It has so much, it helps with weight loss, if people care about that. There are lots of different things in the sea moss, but you can also use it for your skin. So you can take the same sea moss that you put 2 tablespoons, you can put it right in your smoothie, 2 tablespoons a day, and you can actually mix a couple drops of essential oil into a tablespoon of sea moss, and that's another face mask. All those 92 vitamins and minerals going right into your skin, plus it's filled with collagen. So this is natural vegan collagen. So it helps to bring back, you know, that skin elasticity and things like that. So sea moss is another thing you want to look into. Maybe this summer, look into sea moss and see if it's something that you want to incorporate into your regimen for the fall. So that's pretty much it, guys. That is everything in my cabinet that I can think to open up and share with you. I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that you've gained something from this, and I hope that next time you open up your refrigerator, you're going to see some different things and some different ways that you can use some things.
Excellent. Thank you, Dawn. That was great. I'm going to go and make sure I go all through my cabinet and try everything. We do have some questions in chat, and then we'll see if there's any questions anyone wants to come on live on the mic. All right, so we have Alexandra, and she says, cool. She said she would like to know the name of the compost company.
Oh, okay. This is Java Compost is the name of the company. Java's Compost. It's JAVAS compost.com.
Java's Compost.
Husband and wife, and they come every week and they pick up your drum and then they bring you a new one. And then you actually get some of the soil that they make from the compost. Once a month, they'll give you like a little sample of the soil. So it's just a way to help the environment, not waste food. And we need more soil to grow more food, and we need healthy soil. So it's coming from the food that we eat, that's even better. So, and it's supporting a small black business.
There you go. Awesome. Second question. What herbs and oils are good for sinus issues?
For sinuses, the essential oils you're going to want to use peppermint, rosemary, and eucalyptus are amazing for sinus. Now, what you can do with that is you can put them in a little base oil, rub them right here. You can do a steam. Like we said, you can put them in your diffuser, but you probably want to put them in this one, you'd want to put in a hot run your sink and put the essential oils right in the sink and put the towel over the head to help to open up those clogged sinus areas. But you can put this directly on and on your chest too. So I would use a mix of those. Eucalyptus, rosemary, and peppermint are going to be great for sinuses.
Awesome. Third question.
I'm sorry. Apple cider vinegar is wonderful for sinus infections. Go figure. So you might want to start taking apple cider vinegar daily. If you're struggling with sinuses constantly, apple cider vinegar can help with sinus infections.
Just building off of that, when I have sinus pressure, I use this, and this may be a bad recommendation, but it's just a question. I usually have a shot of coffee or drink some coffee. For whatever reason, it opens up my sinuses as it did this morning. So do you know anything about that?
That's a bad thing. It's the caffeine. Now, it doesn't last. So it probably opens up the sinuses for a minute and then it.
No, I drank some this morning and I'm still pretty good. So, yeah.
Look, this is all about learning and look.
Yeah.
Try some coffee. There's definitely probably the caffeine in there. So if that works, we got to find things that work for us. And if that works for you, I may be trying that this week.
Yeah, I swear by it. I would drink a cup of coffee quick. And I don't even really like coffee like that, but it works.
Really? Every time you have a sinus infection or just when you're clogged?
Just a sinus pressure. Anytime there's sinus pressure, okay, I would drink it and it works every time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good recommendation then.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that's what I do. You know, that's my disclaimer, but that's what I do. So if anyone wants to try that, hey. Third question, and I guess we have a fourth one as well. Sea moss. Yes. Is sea moss a good source for vitamin D3?
Yes, sea moss is definitely a good source of vitamin D3. The sun is always going to be the best, but if you can't, sea moss is great for D3. And you want to make the sea moss gel. You can take the sea moss tablets too. I prefer the gel. You make it fresh, and then I take it every day. So it is great for. It is a great source of vitamin D. As I said, along with sardines and eggs and things like that. But if you want to create food sources, sea moss is a great source of vitamin D3.
Okay. And we have a question from our mutual friend, Darrell. She says, can you recommend other probiotics as they are very expensive?
I think that apple cider vinegar is really, really cheap. But I know that they have those shakes and things like that. Yogurt is a probiotic. Kombucha, I drink kombucha all the time. Anything that's fermented foods, sauerkraut, things like that, pickled things, those are probiotics. So if you want to get some probiotics in, like I said, you might want to try some kombucha. Some Greek yogurt is great for probiotics. Some sauerkraut, I don't know if you want to just eat sauerkraut, but anything pickled like that are great probiotics. Yogurt, pickled things, apple cider vinegar, kombucha. You'll get a lot of probiotics in there that way.
Awesome. Alexandra said, awesome, very informative. Thank you. She said, yes to kombucha, easy to make.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've made the kombucha with the SCOBY. That's a little rough. After a while, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go buy it. This I will purchase. Okay. It's great to make it on your own just to see how it's made, and then you might want to just go purchase it.
Okay. And Dorel said, thank you. All right. Randolph says, coffee with caffeine, not good for me, allergic reaction. But I think he also had a question. Let me see. Randolph, did you have a question you wanted to jump on and ask directly? He had his hands up earlier. Okay. Did you mention anything at all about, at one time, coconut oil was everything for everyone? You know, coconut oil could save the planet.
Right.
Do you have any feedback on that? Because I know they started and then they retracted. So do you have any feedback on coconut oil and its use, whether on your skin or everything?
I still use coconut oil. I still love coconut oil. I think the big flack was coconut oil, especially for cooking. A lot of these oils will go rancid at certain temperatures. So when you cook with coconut oil, the burn temperature for coconut oil is 350 degrees, which is actually very low. So a lot of times when people are cooking in coconut oil, it's going over that temperature of 350 degrees. The oil is going rancid. It's not really that good for you. So if you're going to cook in oils, you want to cook in something with a higher burn temperature, like maybe avocado oil, which is, I think, 520 degrees. So I think that was the big thing, is should you or should you not cook in coconut oil? Like coconut oil and olive oil go rancid burn-wise when you cook them at about 350 degrees. So you're gonna wanna saute lightly in those things, but you're not gonna wanna heavily cook in those oils. Other than that, I usually cook in olive oil and I just saute. So other than that, for the coconut oil, I still use it on my skin. I still use it in products. I love coconut oil. I don't cook in it as much unless I'm doing some light sauteing, but that's it.
Awesome. Okay, Randolph, I think we got you now.
Yeah, I just had to apologize. I heard you, but I couldn't find this unmute button. I really appreciate the suggestions for clogged sinuses and things. I was just mentioning that for some people, especially me who used to take a lot of coffee overnight, that I had an allergic reaction to the caffeine. But for somebody maybe who don't use it that often, it probably has a different impact. Take it on you. You know what I mean? But I like the suggestion, but
And if you don't want to do the caffeine, then definitely try some of the essential oils.
Okay.
Definitely try some of the like I said, eucalyptus, rosemary, peppermint, and for like sinus infections and things like that, apple cider vinegar. Like I take a tablespoon every day. It's a little rough, but I mean, if you take it in if you put it in a smoothie, or if you put it in, drink it with some lemon and some vitamin C, it'll help with sinus infections and sinus problems. So if caffeine bothers, that may be a better way to go for you.
Yes, thank you. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Now, now I come from Caribbean culture, and I came up in a household where every time you turn around, my mother would have some kind of bitter tea for you to drink. And, they have different names, so I cannot tell you all the names, but cleaning out the gut seemed to have been the real primary goal. Do you know about any of these kind of herbal teas? I know, I remember dandelion. I remember, I think they had something called horehound or something like that, if I'm saying it right. And
bone set tea. Oh.
Yeah, bitter tea, but what they call it, golden seal. A lot of people drink golden seal to try to pass their drug test, but in general, I think it's just to clean your blood. One that I like in particular, and I don't know if you've heard of this. This is called Cerecy. I tell all my friends about it, and Cerecy is really good for helping you to clean your blood.
Okay.
Are you familiar with it?
No, I've heard it, but I've never tried it.
Yeah, Cerecy, and also one called Bissy that helps you to keep your bowels fluid. And Bissy has no taste, but anyone that knows me, I always tell them get some Cerecy because it helps to just clean your blood every so often. It's herbs. They have it as a tea bag, but Cerecy is really the bitter melon leaf.
Gotcha.
And it's bitter, but if you take it with some honey or some agave and lemon, it cuts it a little bit. But it's very good. I mean, it works for me. So I don't know if you have any other recommendation, I'm saying, about cleaning your blood.
I don't right now. I'm always cautious. I like to make sure that it's stuff that I've tried and that I really live in and use all the time. So I can't off the top. I mean, like I said, my blood tonic is always apple cider vinegar. But herbally, I don't have any other recommendations that I would say without sharing.
Gotcha.
Can I add something?
Yes, sir.
Listen, I didn't ever think that I can add anything. I just was listening, but I just have to add this because it really worked for me for the last. I tried the intermittent fasting because I realized that my sinus problems was a lot to do with inflammation. So I tried it for about a week or so, and for some reason, the loud ringing and things in my ears went down. Went down to pretty much. So just kind of getting that inflammation out, actually, or reducing the amount of food and intake helped the swelling in that area. But I just had to say it because I this is when you said that there's things that you tried personally. I tried that because I was just desperate, and it helped a little, like reduced it maybe about 30-40%. So but I'm going to try the apple cider vinegar now, and the inflammation just went down. It just kind of got just not having a bunch of food and being processed in my system.
Intermittent fasting is amazing. We have a group called the Best Life Tribe, and we try to intermittent fast as a tribe at least once a week. I mean, your body is constantly moving, digesting. Intermittent fasting gives your body just a break for 16 hours. So it's wonderful to do. Even, and a lot of people like, I can't do that every day. Even if you do it 1 or 2 days, to give your body that kind of rest to regenerate, you will start to see really amazing benefits. Like you, how often did you do it?
This was the first time that I've ever done it in my life. And embarrassing enough, I don't want to say why and how I did it, but I did it after the first 30-day redemption. And I want to say that I went from 8 or 9 o'clock at night all the way the next day. And I was just really determined to just try something different because I was suffering from the ear infections. And I was shocked that it was actually working. But I think I need to go back and try it for another week or so. But I did it for almost 3 or 4, over a week. I just kept.
Good for you.
That was the first time in my life, and it worked. And I'm gonna try going back to it again, but I'm gonna add some things like the apple cider vinegar and like I saw you, the boiling and the orange. I'm gonna try a little bit, with
And then
turmeric.
you can't do a whole block. If you do it one night, maybe you don't do it the next night. Some people intermittent fast during the week. Some people, and then they take off on the weekend. Some people do it every other day. If you do it 1 day a month, that 1 day is helping something. I'm all into baby steps and little things. So, you don't have to, I don't think you have to prepare yourself to go back and I'm going to do it another 2 weeks. Try it 1 day. You do it 1 day, then maybe you don't do it the next day. Maybe you start doing it every other day. But if you even do it 1 day, you're helping yourself out a lot. So you got to give yourself credit for that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Anyone else have any questions to ask, whether in chat or via mic?
I do.
Okay. All right.
Hi, Dawn.
Hi.
Couple of questions. When you were mixing the olive oil with the essential oil for makeup remover, how safe it is to use the essential oil on your face? Because I've had a lot of mixed reviews where people say don't use essential oils on your face because it might burn.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I always wondered. I never used it on my face because I was always concerned about having some sort of allergic reaction to it. So would you say is it safe to use it every day, essential oils on your face?
yes. I'm actually studying now, not finished, to be a certified aromatherapist, but essential oils are beautiful on your face. First of all, you're not going to use them directly on your skin. Even the lavender, which you could put directly on you, I don't really usually put it directly on my face. It's always in a base oil. You can actually add essential oils to your cream, to like your moisturizer and things like that, as long as you know how much to add. So if you have an ounce, you're gonna only do maybe 10, 15 drops. But lavender is a wonderful oil for your face. Frankincense is amazing for fine lines, for beauty. Bergamot, geranium, and these are actually coming from the plant. Like geranium is actually coming from the plant. Lavender is coming from the plant. The benefits are amazing. Now you will never use them, like I said, directly on your skin, but all of these products are touting essential oils for your skin. You can actually have an allergic reaction to anything. We all know that. You could be allergic to the healthiest thing ever. So you're always going to want to test a little bit, but essential oils are fine. Certain essential, you have to know the essential oils, but they are wonderful for your skin. As long as you're using them properly, you're putting them in some type of base and you're applying them and you're making sure that you're not personally allergic to that essential oil, but there are so many beautiful essential oils that do wonderful things for your skin and face. You're going to want to try some.
Got it. And the second question was, what is the lifeline of essential oils? Like how long do they last for?
It depends on the oil. Usually you want to get your oil. First of all, when you get an essential oil, you want to say it's 100% pure essential oil so that it's not a fragrance oil. It has to say 100% pure essential oil. And it's usually going to always be in a brown amber bottle because you want to keep it in a cool, dark place. Essential oils can last up to a year. Certain essential oils go a little quicker. Like rose will go a little quicker. So it really goes by the essential oil. If you're looking for a specific essential oil, you can Google that essential oil and the shelf life of it, and you'll find it that way. But that's also why you buy them in smaller bottles, and it always should be in an amber top. You should have your top on, like I don't. Some people refrigerate them. I don't think you really need to. As long as they're in a cool, dry place and they're in a dark bottle, 100% pure essential oils, you're gonna get at least 8 months to a year on most of them. But you'll use this before you hit that 1 year mark.
Got it. Thank you.
Welcome.
Awesome. Randolph said he wanted to share a 1-second video. So I'm going to let him do that. But before he does that, if he could queue up to do that, maybe post it in the chat and then we'll grab it and share it on on the screen. But before he does that, I have a question in regards to, or not even a question, but a statement. Have you heard of Arthur Eret, who has a book called The Mucusless Healing System? And he talked about how the use of the lemon was used to reduce the mucus and plaque in your body, kind of building off of what Randolph mentioned. And that helped in itself to help your white blood cells function better because you were removing the mucus buildup in your body. Have you ever heard of anything like that?
Oh, I've heard of that. I haven't heard of that book, but just all the mucus inflammation. Like I said, because I have MS, and all of these are are inflammatory diseases. You know, these immune systems. So mucus inflammation is something that we're constantly fighting. Lemon is big in the fight, which is why I do the ginger shots with lemon every day. I've read a lot of articles on actually instituting a lot of lemon into your body for mucus reduction and inflammation reduction, and it's very powerful. I haven't read that book, and now I'm going to look into everything I'm getting here. Like, I'm loving all this because I'm like, oh, I got to read this. I'm going to go back and get this. But definitely for inflammation, lemon, and like I said, which is why I do the ginger shots with the lemon every day, fresh lemon.
Awesome. I think I might post the link for the book, but it's Arthur Eret, Mucusless Healing System. And I thought it was pretty fascinating in just helping to reduce the mucus in the body. All right, Randolph, you want to send the link or mention the link so that we can check it out?
No, it's no link. I just want to show a video of my oil collection here that I have with this little machine, the oxygen machine. But it's fun.
Yeah.
I was just excited because I
Yeah. Let's see it.
don't know how to turn my video on though.
Rafaela, can you pull Randolph in so he could show his video, please?
Yeah, 1 second. Give me 1 second, pull you in.
All right, Randolph, we're waiting for you. So go ahead and fire up your screen.
One second. I just got so excited about this presentation. I wanted you guys to see that I got all my oils and stuff, so I'm ready.
So that's what kind of machine is that?
Oh, it's the same machine I think that the presenter has. It's kind of like put some oils and stuff in here with some water.
Yep, he's
And
diffusing
then
it.
it just kind of like ventilates the system. And then I have all these oils that I had, like tea tree and things like that. But I'm gonna go back and get the eucalyptus and things like that. But I just kind of was thinking about it. I'm like excited about this presentation. I said I got to show off my little thing that I have.
Good for you. Good for you. That's
You know, my birthday's in November, but we could always do it early.
That's funny. All right. You can take me off. I'm just kind of still at home working in my robe, so I didn't want to put too much.
All right, cool. Appreciate that. All right, so we have Alex, and she says burning versus steaming essential oils is one method, one more method potent better than the other. Did I say that right, Alex? And let's see if we could stop Randall's screen and maybe get Dawn back. But Alex, burning versus steaming essential oils is one method.
Is one method better than the other? Is one
Okay.
method more potent than the other?
Okay.
When you say burning, how do you burn them? Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what
Can
you
you hear me? With the charcoal, let's say if you have, yeah, it goes away kind of fast though.
I think it does diffuse faster into the air with the burning method. I like the diffusing method a little bit more because it does last a little longer. The steam is in there. The burning does go faster, and it burns off the essentials and the properties to me a little bit faster than actually just diffusing them. But I mean, it's preference, but I do prefer the diffuser.
Okay, because sometimes I take like my orange peels. I'm gonna do what you suggested, which I'm very thankful for that. You know, boiling the orange leaves. Usually I just dry it out and then burn it. But like you said, it does go out really fast.
It goes fast, a little bit fast. And you can also take essential oils. You can put them on anything hot that's not a plant. Like if you're in the office, you could put a drop on a light bulb. You could put it on like, a heater, one drop, things like that. Anything that's gonna expel heat, you can do. But the burning method, that is a little, like I said, that it goes fast and it's sort of, I don't wanna say it deteriorates fast, but it does to me. That's why I like just the steaming a little bit better.
Awesome. We have the link inside of the chat for anyone that's interested in Cerasee. It's spelled Cerasee, Cerasee, and Bissy is spelled Bissy. But Cerasee is the one for cleaning the blood. The link is in the chat for anyone's interested in that. Dawn, thank you for a wonderful presentation. Great information. I'm going to go ahead and share your information for anyone that's interested in following up with you. Let me just get that up on the screen. And we look forward to learning more. So I don't know if you do workshops, if you do additional videos, but for anyone that's interested in Dawn Fitch, Puka Pure and Simple, telephone number 201-299-5410, or go to Puka, Pooka, pureandsimple.com, or follow her on Facebook at Puka Pure and Simple, or Instagram Puka Alita. Pukalita.
Can I add one
Pukalita.
thing?
Yes.
Like I said, I started a health group where we talk about all this stuff. It started with 23 women. Now it's 4,000 women. It's on Facebook and it's called the Best Life Tribe with Dawn Fitch. Please join in. We're in there every day talking about essential oils and exercise and mind work and meditation. It's a great tribe. It's also a great source of just like a healing group. And it's very supportive. So come on in and join us in the Best Life Tribe with Dawn Fitch on Facebook.
Best Life Tribe with Dawn Fitch on Facebook. So search that out. Make sure you follow the group. Again, Dawn, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for coming on. We are enjoying this journey. Every day we learn something great. For those who have missed any of the previous, make sure you follow us on Facebook, and you will be able to look at all the videos that we've done in June. Very informative. And even go back to April and see what we've done then. But thank you very much. Make sure you share what we're doing at the 30-Day Redemption with your friends, with your family. It is great information, really redemptive. Look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. We have a great presentation. You'll see more information on that in your email. Have a wonderful day. Be blessed, and we'll talk soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.